Welcome back, everybody, to U.S. Crime Stories. I am your host, Steven, bringing you with episode number 3. Today, the topic is going to be the Texas Field Killings. But before we get started, I would like to hope that say Happy New Year to each and every one of you, since this is the first episode of the new year of 2020. Hope everybody had a great and fun and safe New Year's. Hope everybody had a great Christmas as well. I know I did. Got to pop off a lot of fireworks. Haven't bought that many fireworks in ever, and it's the first time I bought fireworks in many years, so I took full advantage of it. So I hope y'all had some fun. Maybe popped off some fireworks, spent some time with family, watching the ball drop, eating black eyed peas for whatever reason that tradition started or why, whatever it's for. I don't know. I don't do it. I just know people do it. But like I said, today's episode is on the Texas Field Killings. This is an area that is filled with mystery and a terrifying history. The real bone-chilling name was given to this 25-mile piece of land due to its real-life horror story. This part of land stretches 50 miles and runs along Interstate 45 between Houston and Galveston, Texas. This highway was dubbed the Highway to Hell. Since the early 1970s, over 30 bodies have been found in this area. A deserted oil field lies on one side of the area and League City on the other side. It has been described as the ideal dumping ground for serial killers. Also, there's a little to no chance of a victim escaping their attacker, let alone anyone hearing screams in this area. And this area is also very, very easy to get to. In June of 1971, 13-year-old Colette Wilson went missing after she got off the bus after school. Well, that's lovely. Spotify quit working. Don't care about that right now. Anyways, like I was saying, she got off the bus at school. She was 13 years old and went missing. After missing for 5 months, her remains were finally found in the fields with a single gunshot wound to her head. As the 70s went on, there would be many adolescents and teenage girls that would meet the same fate. Colette was just the first of many. On July 1st, 1971, Brenda Jones, age 14, would go missing. She would later be found on July 2nd of 1971 in Galveston Bay near Pelican Island. She was last seen going to visit her aunt. 2 girls from Webster, Texas went missing on August 4th in the same year while walking together. Their names are Rhonda Johnson and Sharon Shaw, ages 14. They were both found on January 3rd of 1972. Rhonda's skeletal remains were located in a marsh near Clear Lake. Sharon, however, was located near Rhonda, but her skull was found in Clear Lake. Other victims found include Gloria Gonzalez, age 19. She went missing from Houston on October 28, 1971, and she was found November 23rd of 1971 near Addicks Reservoir. She was last seen at her apartment. Allison Craven, 12, went missing from Houston on November 9th, 1971, and found February 25th of 1972. Partial remains were found early on, and the rest in Pearland 3 months later. That is 10 miles from her home. Debbie Ackerman, 15, was last seen accepting a ride near an island ice cream shop with Maria Johnson, age 15, on November 15th of 1971. They were both found together 2 days later on November 17th, partially nude in Turner's Bayou. While at Dobie High, waiting for her driving test, Kimberly Pitchford, 16, went missing on January 3rd of 1973. She was found 2 days later in a ditch. The remains of Susan Bowers, age 12, was found in Altima Loma, Texas after being last seen on May 21st, 1977. She was found almost 2 years after her disappearance on March 25th of 1979. Brooks Bracewell, 12, and Georgia Gear, age 14, also went missing together on September 6 of 1974. They were last seen on a U-Totem convenience store off FM or Farm and Market Road 517 and Interstate 45. Brooks' remains were located in a ditch in Alvin, Texas, alongside Georgia's on April 3rd of 1981. Some of Georgia's remains were not identified due to neglect in 1976. In 1981, a new detective took over the case and revisited the location where the bodies were found, which led to the final pieces being identified as Georgia. Sad thing is, they went missing in 74 and weren't located till 81, which proves how easy it is to ditch a body in this area and not get caught for many, many years, or let alone the bodies get found. The most recent body found was on March 18th of 2016. It was identified as Jessica Kane, age 17. She was last seen on August 17th of 1997 at Bennigan's restaurant near Baybrook Mall in Clear Lake. She was dining with some friends around 1:30 a.m. She had been driving her father's truck, and it was found abandoned along Interstate 45. It took 19 years before her remains were to be found in a field off of East Orem Road near Hobby Airport. At the age of 57, Tot Harriman went missing, heading to Corpus Christi in search of a new home on July 12, 2001. She is so far the oldest person to go missing in connection to this case. Sadly, she nor her car have ever been found. She is one of 4 people to go missing that have not been found. The others are Sandra Ramber, age 14, from Santa Fe, Texas, in 1983. Shelley Sykes, 19, from Texas City, in 1986. And Suzanne Renee Richardson, 22, from Galveston, in 1988. There are also 2 bodies that have been found but have not been identified yet. They were found in 1986 and in 1991. Both were located in the 3000 block of Calder Road. One was next to Laura Miller, that went missing in September of 1984 from League City. She was 16 years old. In 2012, 45-year-old Kevin Edison Smith was given life without parole for the murder of 13-year-old Crystal Jean Baker. He was linked to the crime after he was arrested in Louisiana for an unrelated charge. His DNA matched what was found on the underwear of Crystal, as well as her dress. To this day, Smith is the only person convicted with ties to the killing fields. Detectives still remain hopeful and think that Smith can help them find key information to lead to other cases being solved. It is very sad to know that all these people and many more have gone missing over the years, and sadly it is still being used today as a dumping ground by murderers of any and all kinds. Fortunately, there's nothing the police can do at this time because, as I said, they've only arrested 1 person in connection with any crimes to the area. So hopefully, if there's any information that can be related to the police, hopefully they will get that. Either if any of y'all, for some reason, may know anything, you may live in the area, you may know somebody who said something, somebody that just, has some connection to it somehow. You never know. But you can always notify your local authorities if you think of anybody, of anything related to this, or anything local to you. It's just sad that all those families do not get the closure that they deserve, the closure that I'm sure many of them need, and unfortunately some of the families have probably passed since the crime has been committed, since their loved one has gone missing or found, and there's still yet to be anybody caught for these crimes. But thank you for joining me today. Again, I wish everybody a happy new year. Hope everybody sticks to their New Year's resolutions if you have any. If not, well, just keep on living life the way you're living it now. And apparently nothing's wrong with it now, so why fix it, right? So again, thank you for joining me today. I am your host, Steven, and I will catch you in 2 weeks for the next episode. Thank you.